Almost 50 years ago, Starfire, an arcade game designed by Ted Micon and David Rolfe, rolled into arcades. The game was a lot like Star Wars, no relation. It saw you weaving around enemy ships and blasting them. The longer a player could last, the more points the enemy ships were worth. This game actively rewards skill, and had a novelty that definitely wasn't going to catch on. For the first time in history, when you finished a run, you signed your name and your initials on a leaderboard. You tagged it. Many players now had to come up with nicknames, aliases, and call signs so they could hold their position on the Yeah Yeah Beavis leaderboard, and with the rise of online multiplayer games, it became essential to differentiate. How am I supposed to be feared and respected in RuneScape when there's another Poop Butt 3 going around, sullying my reputation? Xbox solved this problem in 2002 when they tagged the name you chose for yourself as a gamertag. That name became the standard term across all gamers' lingos, and to this day is still the standard. McKay,
Tim,
how'd you get your username?
so I assume you're talking about Metroid McKay, right?
Yes, ma'am.
The latter half of that is pretty self-explanatory. That's just my first name. But I think it wasn't my first gamer tag. I had some other ones when I was really young that were related to like Portal and stuff, and I needed one that really stuck. And at the same time, I was like, man, I also need to find like a game that I really like, and that's when I started playing stuff. And so I decided to I've got a whole eShop on my 3DS. I'm gonna see what I can find, and I stumbled upon the Metroid series. I loved its gameplay, but it wasn't until Super Metroid that I really was like, oh, this game's gameplay loop relates to the entire life philosophy that I adhere to. And thus it just felt natural to do a Metroid McKay. And it's a little goofy sounding with the alliteration, and it's my favorite game series for a reason, and I feel like it represents who I am. And so Metroid McKay is what I went with.
Gamertags have developed their own etymology, with letters and combinations denoting different playstyles, histories, and cultural trends. They can be simple, profane, jokes, random stories, and they are the reason the second you join a Bed Wars match, you know if you are going to win or not. Whether or not it's random garbage or thoughtful garbage, these names mean something, and communicate something about you.
Gamertag, dude, I don't even know mine. Oh, Valentine on this one. I literally named it this one because of what is it called? Oh, Cowboy Bebop. That's it. Yeah, I named it that because of Cowboy Bebop, dude.
Oh, I just made this crap up. I honestly don't even know.
You're telling me gunk in a bag isn't some masterpiece of poetic imagery?
I just came up with it. That's it. I just came up with it.
Your name is Swift Garlic?
That's what it was.
Your name's Swift Garlic?
I have a lot of them.
So your name's Roaring Raymundo.
Yeah.
How'd you get that name?
Catch up in Swift.
Your real name is something you grow into. According to research, you may physically change to fit your name. Humans have a thing called implicit egotism as well, which is an unconscious tendency to favor things or act a specific way just because of their name. Like people named Dennis or Denise are more likely to become dentists. A name, in a way, is a self-fulfilling prophecy about your behaviors and physical characteristics. So just imagine what a name you chose for yourself means. How did you pick your tag?
Rare Potato.
Yes, sir.
I think I was playing some game on Roblox when I was a kid. There's an item called Rare Potato, and I thought that was funny.
It was love at first sight.
Oh, and then I didn't know how to spell potato, so I put an E at the end. And that was before I moved to Idaho.
Ooh, so now it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, exactly.
A gamertag gives you the ability to escape as an avatar, free from labels and perceived responsibilities of real life. It's the ability to live as a new you, and I want to see if there are any trends associated with gamertags that I can find. So I'm going to use my newly acquired college degree to survey people across many different games. I will be using several different metrics I came up with and attempting to sample around 100 gamer tags from a bunch of different games to analyze trends. I will take the username and review it myself and check to see if it's profane, a joke, readable, or just keyboard mashing, how many syllables, if it has numbers, if so, which ones, if it is slang, if it contains no alphabetical or numerical syllables, and lastly, what is its use of capital letters. Also, just a disclaimer, I'm not a statistician or anything. I took a couple of research classes, but it wasn't my focus or anything. So take it all with a grain of salt. While this isn't a large enough sample size for a low margin of error, it could still be useful for some basic insight. So once I have the data, I will take it into a pivot table and begin analyzing. Shut up, bro, this is boring. First, I surveyed Minecraft, or more specifically, the Minecraft server Hypixel. I couldn't really find a way to randomly select usernames out of a pool of all the players who have Minecraft, but I figured I would treat this as if I was walking around on the street and just asking people their names. I grabbed the names of the first 100 people I ran across. It's not a perfect system because each lobby could have an unwanted variable in the data, but it's the best we're gonna do for the time being. But I found some cool information. Based on my findings, if a Minecraft tag contains a number, there's a 20% chance it is the number 2. The distribution of numbers is also very interesting. Minecraft usernames are also on average 4 syllables and usually contain both capital and lowercase letters. My favorite gamer tag I found was Horseboy Roid Rage. So if you're watching this, Horseboy, I would love to hear the story. Next, I wanted to take a look at Counter-Strike, but this time I wanted to look for something a bit more specific than I did with Minecraft. I wanted to see if someone's gamertag could predict their ranking. So I painstakingly inputted data by analyzing the Premier leaderboard and found some very interesting things. Usernames that have no capital letters or only capital letters perform significantly better than gamertags with a mix of the two. On average, usernames who stick to only one case of letters ranked about 1,000 places higher on the leaderboard than those without. Now, do I think capital letters are gonna magically make you better at Counter-Strike? Maybe. One possible explanation is the age of the accounts. It's possible older accounts on average were more conforming to either one case due to popular naming conventions of that time, and as such, players with more experience may be remnants of that age. Another explanation that I think might be a bit more fun to consider is that this commitment to the case of letters comes from a player's general attitude. Many of the greatest players followed this naming habit, and by emulating them with your gamertag, perhaps you're emulating them in other ways, like through studying or mimicking their playstyle. Now, I can't prove this for a fact, nor will I try to, but as a professor of mine once said, there's always a story within data, and maybe this is that story. Alright. How did you get your username, Worm Pimple?
Let me tell ya. 7th grade, lunch, 12th, maybe? No, doesn't matter. I was outside with the old friendos right after it rained. It was raining all day. Lunch cleared up. We went outside. Worms littered all over the cement. Of course, I had this nasty pimple covered with a pimple patch. It's big and it was like one of those really sore, hurting ones. I took off the patch because it was really itchy, right? We found a big fat worm and we popped it with said worm. We wrapped it is disgusting and it got horribly infected like 2 days later. It was horrible.
Wait, you put the worm around your pimple?
It got horribly infected. You don't know the weirdest part about it all?
What?
None of that happened. That was Josh, yeah.
Did you make that thing all up right now?
I did.
I was like, that is the most disgusting, cruel thing you could do to a creature.
No.
My gamertag has been an interesting thing that has changed a lot over the years. When I was a lot younger, me and my cousin came up with Mimit, which is an anagram of Timmy. Then, when I started getting into the competitive Smash Brothers scene, I wanted something really cool. And of course, I came up with, this is really embarrassing, Painiac. But at my first Smash Bros. Tournament, the announcer mispronounced it as Picnic. And that's when my somewhat current gamertag of Picnic Basket arose like a phoenix out of the ashes of a barf-worthy name. Barf-worthy would be a pretty good gamertag. Each of these names became an identity in the different spaces and times of my life, and even their care and reasoning reflected where I was at that point. And that's what a gamertag is. It's a name you choose for yourself to show who you are going to be in this digital landscape, and that's something that I think is pretty special. So comment your gamertag below. I'd love to hear the story. Was there a reason? Was it random? Was it just something that got stuck on by your parents or whatever? Is it a secret alter ego that you evade every day hoping you won't become? Or was it just keyboard mashing? I want to hear it, because I can't be the only one with the embarrassment of Paniac. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to bonk the like button. Okay, goodbye.